'Tis the season!
Hey, what's going on, guys? This is AndrewChicken, and welcome back to another video. Longtime viewers of the channel probably know what's going on today. It's December 3rd. They've marked it into their calendars because a very special event is taking place today. And that special event is, it's my birthday. Yay! Yeah, that's it. That's it. So we're making a birthday video. I'm treating myself to a match of Bomb King. Normally, I end up playing Eevee because, fun fact, me and Eevee share the same birthday. That's not exaggeration. I was released on December 3rd, and she was born on December 3rd. Or something like that. But yeah, no, I figured since I just made an Eevee video, I don't want to just overwhelm my channel with a bunch of Eevee videos all of a sudden, so we're doing some Bomb King instead to switch things up, keep you on your toes, right? And yeah, just gonna have some fun and maybe talk a little bit about things, about the channel, about stuff. So we're in a siege match here. Solo tank Khan, solo healer Saris. Versus solo tank Rom, double support with Genos Grover. That's exactly what we love to see. I'm just going to bring out my normal ammo build, Royal Subjects, just regular old stuff. Going to go for some Veteran and some Life Rip because I don't trust Saris as a healer. Sorry, it's nothing personal. It's just Saris. And yeah, we will play some Bomb King here. And yeah, I guess we can talk a little bit about like the direction of the channel and some thoughts and things I've had about YouTube and Paladins as of lately. Because one thing that has had me a little bit bothered as of recently is sort of the direction that Paladin is going in. Not necessarily in terms of like balance changes or gameplay changes or anything that the devs are doing, but more so just the general gradual decline of the game. And I've made a few videos sort of already ranting about that recently, and I don't want to rehash myself again in this video, because, to be honest, no one wants to hear me complain over and over again about the same stuff. So, but yeah, no, it does have me worried more so in terms of the channel. Because, fun fact, making a career out of being a Paladins YouTuber is a pretty difficult thing to do. Because the game is quite small, and most people who stream this game definitely are not doing it for money. I mean, sure, they might get some money, but it's not like their primary source of income. But for me, it is. I am exceptionally fortunate. But as time has gone on, obviously, as Paladins has declined, my channel has been getting fewer and fewer views, and it does have me a little bit concerned, because at some point, making Paladins videos will be inviable. And it's nothing that Evil Mojo has done wrong, and it's nothing that I have done wrong, or anybody really. It's just the simple fact that as games age, right, especially competitive games like this, that need an active player base to actually function, they decline over time. And it's got me thinking recently about what I would actually end up doing on the day that I decide to no longer make Paladins content. Because it's inevitable at some point. I don't want to make anyone afraid, like, I'm not leaving anytime soon. But I do have to start worrying about that, because I would like to remain a YouTuber from, you know, here on out. I don't want to just be a YouTuber for Paladins only. I want to be a YouTuber even after Paladins dies. And, well, we've kind of been here before. You know, sticking with the theme of referencing longtime viewers, you guys probably remember, about the end of 2022, Paladins was in a really rough spot. Like, a really, really bad spot. The game was on the verge of dying, in my humble opinion, because of the direction of the game that the devs were taking it in. They were just dumping out a bunch of new characters that honestly were really poorly received. You guys remember 2022 Champions? We started the year with a banger. 7. And then we got, Betty La Bomba, Yippee, a spammy blaster who requires no real skill to play. And then Lilith, an overbloated champion, support type of thing, who's also overpowered on release and started a massive wave of heal creep. And then after that was Caspian, a clunky character who was broken on release, and I think he's the least popular character in the game as of right now. And then they ended off the year with a whopper, freaking Kasumi. So yeah, 2022 was a pretty bad year. They also had the sound bug for more than half the year, and there was very poor communication about that. And they released Dawnforge as a new map finally in December. But, I mean, that clearly didn't pan out. Oh, crap. That clearly didn't pan out very well, considering how Dawnforge is arguably the new most hated map in the game. I would say it's comfortably overthrown Timbermill, at least from what I've seen. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but certainly not very well received. And so I was actually having this conversation with myself back then, too. And back then it was more so coming from a place of disdain for the game, where I was just getting really sick of things. And I actually told myself, if Season 6 isn't a banger, then I'm leaving. That's it for Paladins. I'm going to go make content on other games. And as it turns out, Season 6 was a banger, and that's why I'm here playing Bomb King for you on my 23rd birthday. So yeah, now it's coming more so from a place of, I don't want to leave Paladins, but Paladins might leave me, you know? And again, I'm sure the game will be able to persist well beyond after even I leave, after it becomes inviable as a form of content creation, but it does leave me wondering, like, what would I do? What games should I play? What other ways can I monetize my channel to continue doing this going forward, and to not have to go back to school and become a programmer, which is originally what I was going to do all the way back in around, like, 2020. So, yeah, one thought that originally came to mind actually back in 2022 was, oh, I can become a Warframe YouTuber. And, to be honest, I could still go and do that. Because Warframe's kind of an interesting game for me right now. It's a game that I'm basically retired from. I have played so much Warframe in my life. It's, I think, my second most played game on Steam after Paladins. I've got like 3,000 plus hours, something like that in. And, so yeah, I could totally just make Warframe guides if I wanted to. It's a similar game to Paladins. Fun fact, I actually, when I do queue public squads, I actually get recognized a little bit more than you might originally think. I have quite a few screenshots of people recognizing me, which is absolutely mind-blowing to me that that's even a thing. So yeah, I'm sure that would be an okay thing to transition into, but the problem is, as I mentioned, I'm basically all but retired on this game, because I've played it to death, and it would kind of feel more like a job to me, honestly, even probably more so than Paladins. Because at least the great thing about Paladins is, you know, I've played this game for so freaking long, but, you know, at the end of the day, there are still fun matches that feel unique, that feel riveting. There's only so many times you can kill a Grineer Lancer and have it be fun. At some point, that just gets kind of boring. But, you know, fighting someone who comes up with a new strategy in Paladins, or fighting someone who's better than you and winning, that is actually something that is still fun. That's what gives a competitive game so much replayability. But if not Warframe, then what else would I do? Well, obviously, I'm sure, as soon as someone heard me say Warframe, they're probably like, but Andrew, in the comment section down below, Andrew, what about Marvel Rivals? Yeah, what about Marvel Rivals? I mean, that is also a possibility. I will be trying it on December 6th. I will be streaming it over on Twitch. I already made a video about Marvel Rivals on the channel when it was in beta, and full release Marvel Rivals will have more characters. I'll be giving it a fair shake over on Twitch, and probably uploading another video about it too. And if that does well, then hey, maybe that's what we transition into. Of course, it's also not like an ideal option in my head, because I'm not super big into Marvel. Like, I was never the type of person to be that into superheroes, and I don't even know most of the roster that they're adding. I know, like, the big names like Iron Man, Spider-Man, and I also know a few characters from Norse mythology, because that's pretty interesting. And so I know, like, Thor, Loki, characters like that, but I don't really know much about, like, there was, like, an Adam something? What was like, I swear there was a character named Adam that someone wanted me to try on Twitch. I don't know. Or like the Jeff the Shark. I have no idea what Jeff the Shark is. So, I mean, I can obviously get myself familiarized with the lore, but it's not something that I have an intrinsic connection to. Not in the same way as Paladins, anyways. So, you know what? Let's use my ults. Hi, Dylan. Do you like death? Oh, you don't like death, but you're gonna die anyways. There we go. The other option would be to go back to Overwatch, but I'm just going to scoff in your face at that idea. No, we're not going back to Overwatch. I'm sorry. I cannot play that game anymore. Unless they add 2 tanks back, I'm not going back to Overwatch, because I love my tank duos in that game, and ever since they took that away, I've been sad about that game. And outside of that, I mean, I don't really know. There's also Deadlock, but I kind of had a mixed reception on my Deadlock videos, which was a little frustrating for me, but I kind of get why. Because it's a very, very new style of game. It's a mix between a MOBA and a hero shooter, but it's not quite either. And it's very complicated, so it's hard for new players to get into. And it's also, yeah, it's got a unique flavor to it, and some parts of the game aren't exactly great for watching. It's a fun game to play, but some of the things that make the game fun aren't exactly to watch. Like, the farming jungles. Yeah, sure, that's fun to do, to watch your power go up and manage all that, killing minions in the minion lane at the start of the game. But, you know, it's not really like... I can't make YouTube videos off of that. And I think, you know, the really funny thing is, it's an early access game and I'm already late to the content creation scene. There have been people who've been playing for months before me who already are making guides and are, like, way better than I could ever be. And so, yeah, like... I'm late to the scene already, and the game isn't even released yet. It's such a weird thing to think about. But, you know, the counter-argument there is, I was also late to the Paladins scene. I started playing Paladins in 2017. There were already well-established creators then. Kami, Frostfangs, Joshino, and other old people that you might remember as throwback names. So... But I still managed to carve myself out a niche, and today I'm one of the biggest Paladins creators there is. So, I mean, maybe that's the thing with Deadlock, too. I don't really know. And outside of that, yeah, it's kind of a struggle. Like, I am low-key a little worried about, you know, the future of the channel in that regard. I'm sure I'll find a way to make do on the day that it comes. But in the meantime, I can just fret about it and gray my hairs and recede my hairline for absolutely no reason, just worrying about it. But if you have any suggestions for that, let me know in the comment section. Always, of course. Another thing I've had a thought about recently is also, possibly doing some sort of variety channel. Which is kind of a shaky thing. Because I have no idea how successful it would be, or how much I'd actually be able to upkeep it. Because if I were to make a variety channel... AndrewChicken, or Drooster Rooster, or some name like that. AndrewChicken 2, there you go. I wouldn't stop the rate at which I make Paladins content at all, because that's still, you know, that's the main channel. That's where all the stuff's happening. But, yeah, I could possibly just make a second channel where I upload whatever the heck's on my mind, doing goofy stuff, playthroughs of games I've played for the first time, wacky guides, hey, I'll put my Warframe guides there, I don't know. Just random stuff, with no strict upload schedule, but probably like at least one video a week or something like that. Just a dump of extra AndrewChicken content in miscellaneous games for the people who say that they watch AndrewChicken for the personality and not for the and not for Paladins. There are a lot of people who watch me just for Paladins, I've learned, but there are some real ones who stick around just to watch the content. I appreciate it, absolutely. Hey Vor, come here! She's gonna obliterate. Oh, she's not gonna obliterate. Wait, is she gonna kill me now? She's gonna kill me now. I'm not playing this video game right now. Oh my gosh. The other thing is, like, streaming variety games would also probably be a fun way to maintain my sanity and have more audience interaction, obviously. But the thing I wonder about that is, okay, would I make a second Twitch channel for that or not? And I'm kind of leaning more towards no when it comes to that answer. Because I already have a bunch of paid subscribers over on Twitch. Absolute chads, all of them. And I wouldn't want to have to cause them to resubscribe on Twitch. Especially because Twitch is a greedy mofo. Twitch is kind of lame. I'm on the platform because it's the best platform to stream on. It gets the most views, you know, it's the streaming platform, just like YouTube is the video platform. But it doesn't mean I have to like it. I've had a lot of people complaining about the amount of ads run recently, and I get it. Like, Twitch rant time. I have a monetization slider on Twitch. They basically present a slider with the amount of ads you can run per hour, and I have run like 5 minutes per hour or something, which, on the scale, is like, okay, here's the bottom, here's the recommended amount, here's the top. My amount of ads is like here. 5 minutes of ads, that's like low by Twitch standards. And you don't have a skip button, you just get served with like 2 minutes of ads and there's nothing you can do about it. I really resent that system. Like, they really incentivize you to subscribe just so you don't have to freaking watch ads. But man, I wish it was a more viewer-friendly viewer experience in that regard. Everything else is fine, honestly, like the viewer rewards and the chat and stuff like that, that's great, the emotes. But man, they like squeezing out every dollar. I'm not just gonna not run ads, because honestly I think they'd run ads even if I tell them not to run ads, but also, like, I need to make money somehow. But, yeah, it doesn't mean I have to like the way they do it. Anyways, yeah, side tangent's over. I'd probably just, like, if I were to stream variety on Twitch, I'd either do it on off hours when I feel like it, like, oh, I streamed on Monday, that's cool, but then I might after the stream, you know, a few hours after, go play a different game if I feel like streaming it. Or I might just schedule streams to, like, okay, Monday stream, Wednesday stream, Friday stream, those are Paladin streams, but then a Tuesday stream could be a variety stream or something like that. Or maybe even replace the Wednesday stream or something goofy like that. I don't know. It's a thought, and one that you can leave your thoughts on in the comment section down below. But yeah, there we go. Wow, Bomb King gameplay. That match just played by on autopilot in my head. I guess I went 17-8 and hard carried my team, but the enemies had 2 DPS that were doing good, and we only had 1, so we ended up losing that game. Ah, fantastic. Oh, and the ROM was a bot for most of that. Yeah, it was literally just like a 1v2. This was a glorified 1v2. Fantastic. Maybe if I locked in, I would have carried that, but it doesn't matter. But yeah, that's the birthday video. Let me know what you think about my ramblings in the comment section down below. This was a rambly video, wasn't it? But yeah, I just figured it'd be a nice time to chillax, play a bit of Bomb King, and talk about the direction of the YouTube channel going forward. So yeah, if you enjoyed, make sure to drop a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and I will see you all next time. Peace out.
Okay.